Hey guys, what's going on? I just want to give you guys a cool little news update in regards to Bloober Team. They just put out a game, Silent Hill 2's remake. I'm sure you guys are aware if you watch this channel. I've talked about it a couple of times, but they did an absolute phenomenal job on this game. I don't know if you guys saw my Silent Hill 2 remake review before I deleted it, but I had a lot of positive things to say about this. And the real thing I want to discuss today, though, is the new game that these guys are working on. This new game that they're working on has the chance of competing with the likes of Dead Space, BioShock, and the Callisto Protocol. And this new game goes by the name of Cronos: The New Dawn. And just based on the trailer that they've put out for it as a whole, it looks absolutely incredible. But we're going to go into some of the details behind the game and why I feel like this is going to take the industry by storm, especially in the survivor horror space. And there aren't that many good games being made at the moment for this genre, so it's kind of cool to see that they're working on something new like this. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know what your thoughts are down below. But with that out of the way, let's get into it. So, Bloober Team, like I mentioned before, so far only has one big game like Silent Hill 2 under their belt, and it looks like they're looking to expand their horizons, basically in the same way that CD Projekt Red did after the start of the Witcher series. And I hope they find success with this, because again, like I said, I really enjoyed the Silent Hill 2 remake, and if they have a bigger appetite to make bigger games, I highly encourage them to do so. We need more risks in this industry. I mean, we do have a lot of hits and misses, but I feel like it's because companies don't want to take risks anymore with their projects. So we get these stale, half-baked productions, and it's just, when you have a good team that's inspired and they're ready to work, and they want to make something good, that's when magic happens, especially in the gaming industry. And so we're going to take a quick look at this trailer, Cronos: A New Dawn, and then I'm going to go over some of the details surrounding the game, as well as what I think, or when I think, this game will be released. So let's take a look at that now. So the first few things I really have to say is that I hope that this game does not end up like the Callisto Protocol did, especially leading up to the launch. I want Bloober Team to at least take their time and make something that's well crafted and well put together, because I don't think the industry can handle another Callisto Protocol incident. But So far, the Bloober team has made a great name for themselves as a very successful studio, especially after the release of the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I hope that this could end up becoming the next big franchise like Resident Evil or Dead Space. And based on what we've seen with the very little footage we have, it looks like it's a good start and it's going to be a great competitor, especially in the survival horror genre. We really need something new and fresh and something that's not stale. I mean, I know Bloober Team is still technically considered an indie developer studio, but I'm sure they're being funded by Konami, at least. I think so. But so far what we've seen and what Bloober Team has said about Cronos: The New Dawn is that this game is supposed to be a time-traveling space horror game, which sounds very interesting, and something I have never seen before, and based on the quick glimpse of the gameplay footage, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really cool. I really do want to see more footage before I make any kind of real judgment, but so far it looks like they're working with a pretty cool idea here, and if they do this correctly, this could be the next 4 or 5 big games for them. You know what I mean? And it's just, the trailer itself shows off this disgusting spider humanoid creature crawling around on all floors while the main character is shooting at them. And I mean, even that just gives us that same feeling that we had with Silent Hill 2's remake, especially with the enemies and the monsters. And it also has such a Dead Space vibe to it. You can tell that it's such a huge inspiration for this game. And as for the story so far, all we know is that it is about a traveler who is tasked with traveling back to the 1980s Poland to extract people who died during the apocalypse. The time traveler uses a tool called the Harvester, which very similar to BioShock here, to extract the essence of people that they find and bring them back into the future, which sounds like a very creepy concept, especially looking at this trailer. Like this guy's playing chess with this old lady, and you can tell that she might, I theorize that she might be the monster that he is fighting, especially because they show the chessboard floating in space, or floating in time, whatever, or however you want to put it. And I think that this guy is gonna have to go back and basically try to harvest the person that they used to be to stop them from becoming the person that they will be. I know it sounds very weird and pretty far out there, but that's kind of the idea that I've got from this trailer. Basically, the whole point of this game is to obviously avoid the deadly creatures and create your own strategies and ways that you can defeat them without getting killed. So I am really excited to see more about this game and what is pushing the plot forward in this kind of way, and what are the stakes for this story. Because with Dead Space, the stakes are pretty high for Dead Space. There's just so many things going on at once that just makes it such a compelling story that this game will probably need to go to that level of high stakes, or else it won't be worth it. And the setting so far from what we've seen takes place in this desolate wasteland, and this appears to have been created by something called the Change. And this is how the world has become full of these monsters that we have to fight off against. And there's really not much more to go on at this point, but I have faith that Bloober Team will do a very good job with this game. I just hope that they aren't overworking themselves, because that always leads to disaster, especially with game studios. So if anyone from Bloober Team watches this video, which I highly doubt that they're going to, please take the time to craft out something special. Don't rush it because you're trying to come off of the high of the Silent Hill 2 remake. Make something that people are going to enjoy and people are going to remember. Now, in regards to the release date, there is no exact release date yet. And judging by how they have some demo footage and a cinematic trailer, I can't imagine that the release date is not that far away. Right now, you can actually wishlist it on Steam for its release in 2025, but I'm kind of expecting that this is probably going to pop up at a Sony State of Play in either March or May of next year for an October or November release date. Bloober Team really does deserve so much credit for being able to push through all of the online hate, and I really hope that they continue to find success with their future games. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I'm really excited for this game, and I hope you guys are pretty excited too. Obviously, we need to see more information and more footage before we can come to any real concise answer on whether this game is going to be worth it or not, but hopefully you guys just tuck this game in the back of your noggins, and whenever this game does release, you guys go out and at least, you know, buy it or take a look at it. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to comment your thoughts down below. Also, don't forget to check out some of my other videos, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Again, thank you all for watching, and have a good night.